I used to wake up every morning with that familiar sign. You know, the one that makes you feel alive. The one that reminds you your body still works the way it's supposed to. But then, one morning, it wasn't there. And the next week, same thing. The week after that, nothing. I didn't tell anyone, not even my wife. I just felt different. Less like myself. Like something vital had slipped away without asking permission. If you've ever felt that quiet concern, that wondering if things will ever be the same again, stay with me, because I found out what really causes it, and more importantly, how I got mine back naturally. Have you noticed yours fading over the years too? Type yes in the comments if you can relate. At first, I blamed stress. My job had been demanding, deadlines piling up, the usual chaos of life. Then I thought maybe I wasn't sleeping enough. I even joked with myself about getting old, about how this was just part of the deal after 50. But deep down, it bothered me more than I let on. It wasn't just about the mornings. I started noticing other changes too. My erections weren't as strong as they used to be. That spontaneous desire, that spark I'd always taken for granted, it felt dimmed. Even my energy throughout the day seemed lower, like I was running on a battery that wouldn't fully charge anymore. The worst part? The silence. I couldn't bring myself to talk about it. Not with my doctor, not with friends, definitely not with my wife. I felt embarrassed, like admitting it would make me less of a man somehow. So I kept it to myself, hoping it would just fix itself. But it didn't. Weeks turned into months, and that reminder I used to wake up with every morning just disappeared. My confidence took a hit. I felt older than my age, and honestly, I started wondering if this was just my new normal, if I'd lost something I could never get back. Be honest with me. When did you first notice it? In your 50s, 60s, or 70s? Drop your age group in the comments below. You're not alone in this. I couldn't stay in denial forever. Eventually, I started looking for solutions. I went down the internet rabbit hole, articles, forums, videos promising miracle cures. I tried a few supplements I saw advertised, the ones that guarantee results in days. Some promised to boost testosterone overnight. Others claimed to restore your youth in a bottle. I spent money on pills that did absolutely nothing. Weeks passed, and I felt more frustrated than ever. Nothing was working. The advice was either too generic or too complicated. And those quick fixes, they were just expensive placebos. I felt stuck. Like maybe this was just how life was going to be from now on. Then, one Saturday morning, I met up with an old friend for coffee. Dave's a retired urologist. We went to college together. We were catching up, talking about life, retirement, health. And somehow, maybe because I was tired of carrying it alone, I finally opened up. I told him what I'd been dealing with. He didn't laugh. He didn't brush it off. Instead, he leaned back in his chair and said something that changed everything for me. It's not your age doing this. It's your circulation. Have you ever tried something for this that didn't work? Type tried if you've been there too. Dave explained it in a way that finally made sense. He said, listen, morning erections aren't just random. They're your body's daily health report. They happen during deep sleep, during REM cycles, when your blood flow is at its best. If blood isn't flowing freely down there, the signal doesn't reach. And when circulation drops, whether from sitting too much, poor heart health, or clogged arteries, everything downstream suffers. He looked at me and said, the good news? You can fix your circulation, naturally. That hit me hard, because I'd been thinking this was about testosterone, about aging, about something irreversible. But circulation? That was something I could actually work on. He went on, think of your body like an engine. If the fuel lines are clogged, the engine doesn't run right. But clean the lines, get things flowing again, and suddenly everything works better. Your morning erections are just a signal, a sign that blood is moving through your system the way it should. For the first time in months, I felt hope. Not because of some magic pill, but because someone I trusted had given me a clear path forward. This wasn't about defying age. It was about taking care of my body the way it deserved. Dave broke it down into 3 main causes, and I'm going to share them with you the same way he told me. Simple, no medical jargon. First, weaker circulation. As we get older, if we're not moving much, our blood vessels can get less efficient. Sitting for hours every day, not exercising, eating foods that clog arteries, all of that slows down blood flow. And morning erections need strong, steady blood flow to happen. Second, lower testosterone. This hormone naturally dips with age, but stress, lack of sleep, and poor diet make it worse. Testosterone plays a huge role in libido and erectile function. When it drops too low, everything related to sexual health takes a hit. Third, REM sleep disruption. Morning erections happen during REM sleep, that deep, restorative stage where your brain and body recharge. If your sleep is shallow, interrupted, or inconsistent, you're not getting enough REM cycles. And without those cycles, those morning signals just don't fire. The key? All 3 of these are connected. Fix your circulation, support your hormones, and improve your sleep. And your body starts responding again. Which one do you think affects you most? Circulation, hormones, or sleep? Type it in the comments. I'd love to know. After that conversation with Dave, I went home determined. I wasn't going to wait around hoping things would magically improve. I put together a simple routine based on what he told me. 3 steps I could actually stick with. Step 1. Move the body to move the blood. I started walking every single day, 20 to 30 minutes, usually in the morning. Nothing intense, just a steady pace around the neighborhood. I also added light squats, just 10 or 15 in the morning while my coffee brewed. And here's the big one, pelvic floor exercises. Kegels, basically. I know it sounds strange, but these exercises strengthen the muscles that control blood flow to your penis. They're simple. You squeeze like you're stopping the flow of urine, hold for a few seconds, then release. I did 3 sets of 10 throughout the day. I also made a point to stand up more. I'd been sitting at my desk for hours every day, and I realized that was killing my circulation. So I started taking breaks every hour, stretching, walking around the house. Within 2 weeks, I felt more energized. My legs felt stronger. My body felt more alive. Step 2. Rebuild from the inside. Nutrition plus minerals. Next, I cleaned up my diet. Not drastically, I didn't go on some extreme plan, but I focused on foods that support blood flow and hormone health. I added more foods rich in magnesium, spinach, almonds, dark chocolate. Zinc became a priority too. Pumpkin seeds, shellfish, beans. Vitamin D from eggs and sunlight. Healthy fats from avocados, olive oil, and salmon. I cut back on sugar and processed foods. And here's a big one, I reduced my alcohol intake. I used to have a couple of drinks most nights. Now I keep it to weekends only. I also started drinking a specific herbal tea in the evenings, something Dave recommended. I'm going to share the full recipe in my next video, but it includes ingredients that naturally support circulation and relaxation. The changes weren't instant, but after 3 weeks, I noticed my energy was more stable. I felt lighter, clearer. Step 3. Respect, sleep, and stress. The final piece was fixing my sleep. I'd been staying up late, scrolling through my phone, watching TV until midnight. My sleep was shallow and restless, so I created a bedtime routine. I started going to bed at the same time every night, around 10:30. I put my phone away an hour before bed. I dimmed the lights, read for 20 minutes, and made my bedroom cooler and darker. I also worked on managing stress. I started doing 5 minutes of deep breathing before bed. Just slow inhales and exhales, focusing on relaxing my body. Some nights, I'd do a short meditation using an app. Deep REM sleep is where your body produces testosterone and restores itself. Once I prioritized sleep, everything else started falling into place. Want my full 3-step checklist? Type checklist in the comments and I'll pin it for you. The first week, I didn't notice much in terms of morning erections, but I did notice better energy. I wasn't dragging through the afternoons anymore. By the third week, something changed. I woke up one morning and felt that familiar pressure again. It wasn't as strong as it used to be, but it was there. That spark of hope I'd been waiting for. By week 5, it was back. Not just occasionally, consistently. Most mornings I'd wake up feeling like my old self again. Strong, confident, alive. It wasn't an overnight miracle. It was gradual, natural progress. My body needed time to heal, to adjust, to remember how to function the way it was designed to. But the physical changes weren't even the best part. My confidence came back. I felt more present with my wife. Our intimacy improved, not just physically, but emotionally too. I wasn't carrying that quiet shame anymore. I felt whole again. How long would you be willing to try this? 2 weeks, 4 weeks, or 8 weeks? Drop your number in the comments. Here's what I want you to understand. Losing your morning erection isn't the end of anything. It's not a sign that your manhood is gone or that you're too old to feel vital again. It's a message. Your body is telling you it needs better care, better circulation, better nutrition, better rest. And the beautiful thing? Once you listen and make a few consistent changes, your body responds. I've seen it in myself. I've heard from other men who've experienced the same thing. Millions of men deal with this. You're not broken, you're not alone, and you're definitely not too old to turn things around. Age doesn't decide how you feel or how your body performs. Your habits do, your choices do, and those are things you have control over. So that's my story. That's how I went from feeling defeated and disconnected to waking up every morning feeling alive again. If this story hit home for you, do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'm here to share what works, what's real, and what can actually help men like us take back control of our health. And here's what's coming next. In my next video, I'm sharing the exact herbal tea recipe I mentioned earlier, the one that supports circulation and relaxation. I'll also give you the full downloadable checklist with everything I just talked about. So drop a comment right now. Type routine if you want the full checklist. Type TEA if you want that herbal recipe. I'll make sure you get both. Remember, your mornings can come back. Your confidence can come back. Your vitality can come back. You just have to help your body remember what it's capable of. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.